Let's just jump right to it. The Dalai Lama. Let's just get right into it. Jesus. The Dalai Lama speaks out after a bizarre video showing him asking a boy not to kiss his tongue. Stop, CNN, don't. New York Post, don't change it. He asked him to suck his tongue. The Dalai Lama has apologized after a video emerged of the Tibetan spiritual leader kissing an Indian boy on the lips and asking him to suck my tongue. He was taking questions in February from an audience in Dharmasala, the Indian town where he lives in exile. When the child asked the Nobel Prize winner, "Can I hug you?" Let's stop right here. Sarah, look up how old the Dalai Lama is. Oh, never mind. He's 87. See, what happens with old folk, whatever boundaries they had or whatever masks they used to wear, to keep people from the darkness that is them inherently, that mask start to come off when they old. The Dalai Lama's like, bring your little cute ass here, man. Let's just be honest. That's what happened. Now, let's get back to these white folks who deify the Dalai Lama. Nobody, listen, I don't care how many books you read. I don't care how high you get in spirituality. You always come back down to the consciousness level of where everybody else is, or else you disappear. So if you rising in spirituality, you probably just die. You probably just leave this body if you're going to keep rising. But if you can get to a certain level of self-actualization and then come back down, you're subject to be contaminated by the toxins of this world. And so many people making excuses. Oh, it was innocent. And you listen, man. Kids and women seem to have no real protections nowadays. Kids, women, little boys, all of them. Well, kids, little boys fit into kids, girls and boys, all over the world. Sex trafficking, all of that. This is weird. Yeah. This is weird. This is demonic. He looking at that little boy right there as if that little boy is a deviled egg. Some type of hors d'oeuvre, like, oh, hey, this is one of them little red curry boys. Oh my God. Let's just be honest. And he's too old to hide his depravity right now. When they get old, they get bold. When they get old, they get bold. Can I have a hug? Sure, you can have a hug. It's normal for human beings to hug people. It's normal for old people to hug young people. It's normal for gurus to encourage. This is why I loved Krishnamurti so much. Because Krishnamurti, in his work, pointed out, if you following a guru, you lost. He pointed that out. No one can be the guru of your spiritual development. No one can really give you an accurate summation or an accurate breakdown on who you are. You are the guru of you. And the problem is, so many people want to follow somebody that they propped up into a position. Does this mean that the Dalai Lama tradition is somehow false and or fake? Do you even know how you become a Dalai Lama? Reincarnation. the belief of reincarnation. How do you become a Dalai Lama? They tend to put out artifacts from the previous Dalai Lamas. And the reincarnation of the Dalai Lama is the person that shows up and says, that used to be mine, that was mine, that was my brush, that was my comb, that was my jacket. And when they identify things that they owned in previous lives, this is how they become Dalai Lama. But let me just say this. So, that don't mean the Dalai Lama ain't human. That don't mean the Dalai Lama isn't flawed. Sometimes, man, you reincarnated. But you could have reincarnated with a demon spirit on your ass. How about that?